What's going on, guys? So, somebody in the comments of the last video mentioned that Home Free had another new Christmas song. It's an original called Snow Globe. So I figured on this episode of It Doesn't Have to Make Sense, I'd go ahead and knock that out. I've got time off. I might as well actually utilize it a little bit. So right now I'm going to react to Snow Globe, and then right after that I'm going to do the Auld Lang Syne review for New Year's, because I love that song and it's amazing. In this episode, because those things over there, as you may be able to see, still something not working with my headphone jack, which kind of sucks, but I've got my regular Raycons in. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. This is just me listening to good music on my really worn out but still functional Raycons. Now, addressing a quick couple comments that I keep getting. I like singing along. I'm not the best singer. Occasionally I have my moments, but I'm going to try to keep my singing down. Adjust the volume so as to not interrupt people. But no, I'm not going to stop singing. It's part of me reacting, and if part of the reacting process is to sing along to the song just like anybody else would do, I'm going to do it. Now, this song, I don't know, so this is going to be a pure reaction. Also, I need to adjust this right here. Gotta make sure it's in 720p. So, and there was a slight issue with the editing on the last video. You'll notice the music video is sort of out of sync with its own audio. Similar problem to what I had before when I used the last time I used the Bluetooth thingies, but I fixed it beforehand now. So let's just get to it. So the new song from Home Free, Snow Globe. Let's chuck it out. And apparently Tim wrote this. Nope. What's going on? Know what the hell's going on? Well, I just had catastrophic failure there. Nothing is functioning at all. This is what happens. Oh, no, it's just going again. Okay, so I had catastrophic computer failure, so I'm just gonna start over from here. And hopefully it'll be fine. It's recording, it's doing all things. I don't know what happened. I went to pause, and then it just, everything went nuts, and then I couldn't do anything. So I'm going to try to do that. I hate that when things go wrong in the middle of a song I'm trying to react to and I've never heard. So I don't want it to spoil my image of the song. So I'm starting it over, and hopefully no issues. So
I was just coasting.
I liked what I heard so far.
Set in my way.
Also, I love Chance doing the backup bass, because Tim's singing lead.
Figured out how to live out my day.
Very nice green screening, you know, with the CGI background. There's a bit of a blue filter on things, so everybody's kind of toned down a little bit. But Austin's a very red guy. Shout out to Winnie the Pooh.
But like a snow globe, you shook me up, shook me up, shook me up. My heart was so cold, now I can't get enough, can't get enough, can't get enough. Without a sound, my feet left the ground. Just like a snow globe. Maybe we should settle down.
So that's where I was trying to pause the first time. So what I love is Chance going dong 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 dong, like nice bass kind of sound. But it reminds me of a whole lot of older, like 80s kind of, maybe like late 70s, early 80s kind of weird bass lines that they would do. Whoever did the video did a pretty good job with the CG snow globe and everything they're on, because obviously they're green screened in. And like I said, the bluish darker filter doesn't work on all of them. to me, Austin, given he's a ginge, he's a very red person. So when they blew him out, he just looks very dark. And I get this is a snowy, darker time of year, so to speak, but it's also kind of a happy song. So for them to be very dim in this when everything else inside is so bright, like the candles and the glowy particles and stuff like that happening, it just, I don't know, it's something, it crosses the streams of tone for me, so to speak. I do like it. I like what they got going on. They got the barbershop sound going again. I love that. Seems like a lot of their more original music, the composition tends to be a little bit more barbershop-y, a lot more old school a cappella style. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. So let's get back to it. Also, there's a little bit of the globe, because you got there's a big white candle off to the side. Let's see if I can back up. Okay, so off to the left there, you see, I guess it's another candle, and there is a little bit of the distortion. What's the word I'm looking for? Refraction happening there. Though in theory, everything in the snow globe should potentially be a little refracted. Still, it's interesting. Though we need to pair this up with Shatter Me from Lindsey Sterling and Lizzie Hale, because that's also in a snow globe. Mashup? Get back to it.
Maybe we should settle down.
Here it is.
How did this happen?
Okay, so Chance comes in to lead.
What did you do?
Originally, I was thinking they recorded this individually, but I think they got together to do this because they're looking at each other. That'd be very hard to pull off their individual. And I know they got together before the holidays around Thanksgiving, finally, for the first time in a while. And with these guys spread out all over the country, some in the West Coast, some in Texas, some in Nashville. It's really hard for them to all get together. Some in Minnesota. Shout out to the Minnesotans.
I just wanna be the best version of me to match the magic in you. Somehow you always.
Watching Adam do that, where it's like so he's doing the thing with his hands to emphasize the sound, the popping sound that he's doing. But like the way he makes the sound, I think his style, he's sucking in to make that noise. If you watch Zurich, he's another beatboxer. He analyzes other beatboxers and does his own music and stuff like that. He says he likes the way that Adam does his stuff, and it's a little bit different because he's also talked about KO from Pentatonics. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But watching Adam do his thing, hold on, I'm gonna back up. This, just like that's.
Just what I need.
Swoop it back, champ. A little more.
Girl, I'll follow you wherever you lead. 'Cause just like a snow globe, you shook me up, shook me up, shook me up. My heart was so cold, now I can't get enough. Like a snow globe. Maybe we should settle down. Settle down. Oh, it can be dizzying.
Ooh, Tim singing high. Head voice. Falsetto, man.
You can't fight the winds of change. 'Cause just like shook me up, shook me up, shook me up.
There's guitar in there. I hear it. There's a quick pluck, and I don't think there's or at least because there's that little bit of funkiness going on in there. I hear it. It goes. I don't think someone else is making that sound. If they do, it's got to be in a loop. Hold on, because I don't know who would be making that sound, because Chance is doing the bass. Obviously, Rob is generally singing, so unless it's Austin, nobody's making that sound. That's a guitar, which is fine, but admit that there's a guitar in there. If there is. See if I hear it. That. Ring. Is Austin doing his boy band thing? That, to me, that's old school Austin right there, where he's just in the background. This also has a feel for the I.D.H.T.M.S cover, where Austin was doing all the, yeah. My feet left the ground. Yeah, you really tossed me around. Do the turn. Do the turn. Just like a snow globe. Maybe we should settle down. I think in the studio version, Tim's doing a lot of the bass, and then you hear the dong dong dong. That's definitely Chance. That's happening at the same time as the. So those two are not happening from the same person at the same time in the music video. So I'm just watching it because Chance in the background right there is doing or something along those lines, or something. So there's no way the sounds are happening while they're in the music video like this. So obviously they record all the things, all the different parts, the instruments, the ad-libs, things like that. They have instrumental ad-libs, more or less. Just like a snow globe, why don't we settle down? Nice, had some reverb on that too. Nice, I like that. Oh yeah. So the Oak Ridge Boys, where did it go? Oh yeah, so Beautiful Star Bethlehem with the Oak Ridge Boys. I like that they teamed back up with the Oak Ridge Boys to do that. Have not heard it. Once again, I've been super busy. But I did want to review this one, react to this one on y'all's recommendation, since you brought that up in the last video. And I do appreciate that. If you guys actually get a chance to tell me things you want me to react to, then I'll gladly do my best. Obviously, copyrights are an issue, but I do my best to fight them. There's quite a significant number of my videos that still have copyright claims that won't be released. That's UMG for you. So it is what it is. This was a good one. I like this. And let me know what you guys think. Is it harder for new Christmas songs to get into the lexicon, or is it always going to be stuck with the classics, whether those are covers or whatever? Is there room enough to allow new Christmas music in, or do they have to be something uber special to make it into the real rotation, to make it to almost not necessarily commercial success, but recognizable success? So if you heard the first few notes of this, would you go, that's Snow Globe, in 3 years? I know the home fries probably, but normal people, would this be something that could make it as a new Christmas classic? Just an interesting thought experiment there. What does it? Oh, you son of a. So, I will have to, because this is my life in recording these things. I apologize for the crappy audio of myself that happened throughout the video. Two things were recording that weren't supposed to be, and sorry about that. It's gonna sound like butt. I'm gonna do my best to cover it, but I don't think I'll be able to do it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this reaction. I just looked over at the screen to realize what was happening. Might have to turn that off just in general, but I'll see you guys next time. Happy New Year as it is coming, and like I said, Auld Lang Syne is coming next, because why not? But hopefully I can get some of these issues worked out. It's stupid how I keep having them, and they're almost always related to having to use these. So that sucks. But guys, I'll catch you next time. Remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud.